everyone, my name is Yvette, and I have a little surprise for all of you. We are gonna take a little trip to somewhere special. That's gonna last for like several minutes. Alright, I'll meet you guys at the airport. See ya! Buongiorno! Glad you can make it. Now, you may be wondering, where are we going? Well, just follow me, and soon enough, you'll find out. Well, in more like 15 hours in real life, but it'll be worth it when we get there.
Much later.
Voila! Welcome to the Isle of Capri. Sorry we had to land in Naples though. The only way that we could get to the island is by ferry. I can't believe we finally made it. Come on, we should go explore the island. Wait, hold on. Pause. Before we get to exploring, we need to learn more about the actual island itself. And we're gonna learn about its location first. First things first, the Isle of Capri is part of the southern sector of the Bay of Naples. It's right along the Tyrrhenian Sea, while its coordinates are 40 degrees north and 14 degrees east. Besides that, it's nearby the Napoli Canyon and Salerni Valley. Alright, so the island is found somewhere around here. The closest plate boundary to the island is an ocean-to-continent convergent boundary that's located right along Foggia and Altamura. It's this mountain range called the Apennine Range, or just the Apennines, and they're very beautiful and very graceful. Another thing that can be found near is Mount Vesuvius, which is an active volcano, and it's located along the Gulf of Naples in Campania, Italy. It's one of the several volcanoes that forms the companion volcanic arc. By the way, if this explodes, a lot of people are gonna die. I'm sure we're gonna be fine. So, moving on. Hold on, give me a moment. Alright, that's better. Anyways, as I was saying, this is the elevation chart for the seafloor located on the west side of the island. As you can see, it's an active continental margin. It has a steep slope and it has a very short continental shelf. However, there are no signs of a trench or a rise. However, it does slowly glide down. The same could be said about the north side of the island. The picture is just turned. It also has a steep drop. It has a short continental shelf. Again, no signs of a trench or a rise. However, again, it also starts to glide down. This is another one also located from the north. This one is a little confusing, seeing as how it has a somewhat steep drop. It does have a short shelf. However, it still continues to glide down. Again, no signs of a trench. Next up is the bathymetry, which is also connected to the seafloor features. Since the island is sitting right along the Tyrrhenian Sea, this depth is showing the depth for the sea instead of the island itself. As you can see, the maximum depth is negative 12,418 feet, which is an estimated negative 4,000 meters, so it's actually pretty deep. Now, to talk more about the Tyrrhenian Sea itself. The Ligurian Sea is located up north from the Tyrrhenian Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea is located right below it. However, the Tyrrhenian Sea is considered part of the Mediterranean Sea. The Tyrrhenian Sea even has a sedimentary basin. Now, what is that exactly? It's actually caused by a subsidence, which is also known as a sinking of the ground, to accommodate the sediments. Think of it as a bowl, if you will, which was either occurred by natural causes or by human activities. However, in this day and age, I think it's pretty clear who may have caused it. Now, how about their beaches? Well, they don't really have those nice, soft, and long, sandy beaches. More than anything, they have more of a rough coastline. From what I could gather, it's made up of both biogenous and terragenous sediments. The island is literally like a block of limestone, which they theorize that it was broken off from the mainland. And fun fact, the rocks which formed the island itself date back to the Jurassic and Cretaceous period. Now for the salinity. The salinity is obviously greater than 37 parts per thousand. As you can see from this chart, it's greater than 38.65, and that's in the most recent years. As for the temperature in the first chart, you could see that it's ranging close to 13 degrees Celsius. Even from this chart, you could see that it ranges above 12.5 degrees Celsius. Now this may be a little hard to grasp, but one of the main resources for the island is actually tourism. The reasonings for this are because of the things that can be done on the island. First, because of the irresistible clothes that can be found in the boutiques, the nice and beautiful beaches that you can visit on the island. Now, as for the food, although it may look a little discomforting, except for the fact that it has a face, one never knows until they try it. Then there's the natural beauty of the sun reflecting off of the water into the cave known as the Blue Grotto. And there's even a green grotto where the water is reflecting a luminescent green instead of blue. The effects of this is that when the people come to the island, the boutiques are irresistible. They are gaining a lot of money from the people with all of the events that they do. And it helps them increase productions and events that are held on the island. So it's actually a good economic boost for them. Now, one of the last things for the island are the marine organisms. First, we'll be talking about the ones that can be found in the Tyrrhenian Sea. Some of the few sea creatures that you can find in the Tyrrhenian Sea are swordfish, bluefin tuna, barracuda, sea bass, and groupers. As for the ones that can be found near the island are cuttlefish, red goldfish, conger eel, grouper, mullet, and sargo. Be happy that these are cartoon drawings and not the actual pictures, because once you take a look at the physical features of the fish, it's just why. Just why. Well, everyone, I really hope you enjoyed your little lesson. I'll let you guys enjoy your trip now. Bye! To be honest, the only way that I found out about the island is because of a show that I watch. But after doing some research on it, I just see that it follows the saying of tiny but mighty, because even though it's a small island, it has so much to offer. After seeing all of the beautiful things that it has, it's actually worth the while in going to visit.